Hey everybody, welcome to a new video, and I think today's video is what you would call a vlog. This is going to be my second one that I've done on the channel. I did one last year when I was going around to like these swap meets, and one of the swap meets before they closed. But in this trip here, in this video here, I'm taking a trip to Vegas to visit some friends, and we're going to go around, do some shopping, and do some game hunting. So let's get right into it. So our first stop was Mr. Kim's Korean barbecue, and it was delicious. We spent about 2 hours in here just chilling and eating all this food. You don't even get the itis, which is really nice. Next, we went to the Gamestop that was right next door. I felt like, like if I see a GameStop, I gotta check it out and see what's happening inside, because they got all these deals going on. But I want to say the inventory is pretty much, it's kind of weak in a way, or it's getting weaker. But I always go to the PS3 section to check out what they got there and see if I can find something. There were some games, but nothing that really interested me, like I was going to play right away, so I just kind of left it there. And when the PS3 section disappoints me, I always turn to the Xbox and see what they have as well. But unfortunately, they didn't really have anything as well. I feel like I kind of have everything I want for these systems, but I'm still keeping an eye out to find other things. So back on the road again, we didn't really stay in that GameStop too long, but DJ wanted to take us to a store that he knew very well. It was called Retro City Games, and I was like, okay, cool, man. So we got there, and immediately when I got out of the car, I noticed something really cool about the store, and that is DJ's art was all over the wall here. It was really cool looking. I was like, I love DJ's art. I'm trying to get him to do something for me, man, but since we're friends, man, I'm on the back burner, so. But anyways, this store was huge, and one thing I noticed right away is it's clean. Lots of room to look around. Everything was organized, which I love, so you don't feel like you're in a rush. You feel like you go in the store and relax and actually look for what you want. When it comes to other stores, you feel like you're rushed and like, oh, I gotta hurry up, get out of here, hurry up and look for this item. But this store, you could like relax. Customer service, the employees were very helpful, awesome, really looking out for us, pretty much answered all our questions we had. It was just really a good experience for me. So always exciting coming to a new store, and like for me personally, I feel like my collection of games is at a plateau, but I always find something neat at one of these stores, and I found a couple of things that I'll probably show at the end of the video. But right now, I just want to kind of give you guys a tour of the store, and I just kind of name some stuff off. So next here, I'm gonna show you the PSP Star Wars bundle here. That is Zeo Battlefront. Very cool. Sonic the Hedgehog not for resale. Super Mario Brothers, and also the Advantage. I always looked at the Advantage as a fight stick, but it was really something that came out before then. I can't remember. A lot of people use it for Street Fighter, but yeah, not me. Anyways, Nintendo games, which I'm not really collecting for. I'm kind of really done with that. More of the games I'll probably collect for that, or maybe some cheap games they're not really going for much, like maybe something like oh yeah, never mind, I already have Kid Nicky. Something else I can't think of right now, but kind of showing you guys what they have for stock here. Some cool things. I don't really hear people talking about Nintendo collecting that much anymore, or Super Nintendo at that. Mostly N64 is popular. I know a lot of stores have a hard time keeping that stuff in stock, especially now. And here's a little bit more of the store here, how they have things set up on top of the shelves. Very cool. And everybody's favorite game, and not mine, Street Fighter V. What is up with them big feet that they make Ryu have, man? That's just weird looking. But anyways, that's like some caveman stuff. But anyways, here is the PS3 section, and you guys know I've done those Before They're Gone videos where I talk about PS3 stuff. I had to look at that over there. I did find some stuff, but I didn't really pick it up. I just kind of left it there because I was like, yeah, I don't need this right now. So it's kind of cool to see a lot of stocked up PS3 games here. Also, there's your inbox Genesis games. Everybody's favorite game, Strider Returns. Joel's favorite game, Golden Axe 2. But no, I think it's actually his favorite game was actually Golden Axe 3. Never mind. Sorry, Joe, I gotta get that right. And Shinobi 3 is your favorite as well. More Genesis games here in box. Very nice to see. While we're looking at the Genesis stuff, I'm kind of thinking I feel like a lot of collectors have reached their plateau to their Genesis collection. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about the Genesis anymore, but maybe I'm just not looking in the right areas. But either way, Genesis is a fun system to collect for. I feel right now, if I knew the stuff I knew about it now, back in the day when I was a kid, I would have definitely chose the Genesis over the Super Nintendo. You know, Super Nintendo was cool with all its nice colors and cute games, but the Genesis was where it was at for like just everybody. I feel like it was like the I don't know, the adult version of video games at the time, which was like beat 'em ups, violent games and stuff like that. And of course here, you guys know I gotta look at the PlayStation stuff. I looked at a couple things here, and their PlayStation collection looked great. You know, those were a lot of comments, but I didn't find anything I wanted. And here are some of their little action figures things, or little statuettes, I would say. Oh no, those are what do you call those things? I can't remember. Never mind, amiibos I think they were. No, I could be wrong. Hey, FX Uniyuki, what's that doing there? All right, man, got to get that copy of FX Uniyuki, right? All right, so here's the Gamecube collection here. You know, well, the store's Gamecube collection. Didn't find anything I wanted there. I looked through their Wii stuff. Didn't find anything there, but there was a lot of stuff to choose from, which was really nice. You know, everything's like nice and neat set together, and a lot of their like more choice titles were kind of like put like face forward, which was nice. It's actually cool to collect for the Wii because, you know, playing those games on the Wii U is actually a lot better than playing on the original Wii, I think. You know, kind of upscales the games in a way. And here is the PSP games. PSP is an underrated system when it comes to collecting. You don't hear a lot of people looking for this stuff or even talking about it, but there are some gems to be had here. And there is the legendary Elvis Roa. He is busy looking at the PSP stuff, but I assure you guys that was him. Here is Jesse and Sarumaru looking at some games on the front counter. I just want to kind of like give you guys a little spin of the store again. I don't want to miss anything. I just want to cover everything in the store. Here's the DS games. Also, here are some other unique items. A lot of cool stuff in box, which I like seeing. All right, so back on the grind again. DJ said there was another store he wanted to take us to. Said he hadn't been there that much, but definitely wanted to take us to all the local stores around his house. So I was excited to see the next store, and we did so well in the other store that, you know, I was excited to go here. We play games. Seems like they have a lot of stuff going on from the billboard outside, board games, toys and stuff like that, and plus video games, of course. So always excited to see that type of stuff. So going in the store, it actually looks really nice. Everything's pretty much organized, you know, lots of nice stuff. But the problem with this store was the customer service, man. I mean, it feels like these guys did not want to be there. And sometimes I get it too. What happened was one of them said, "Hey guys, we're about to close." I said, "Okay, let me hurry up and go through everything and see what I could get." And I said, "What time are you guys closing?" And he says, "Right now." I was like, "Oh my god, dude! Why didn't you act like you were gonna close in a couple of minutes?" So basically, I had to kind of like just scroll through everything I wanted to see real fast before I left the store to see if I could come back tomorrow and find anything. And we found one item, which Elvis Roy wanted. But other than that, I kind of wish I didn't come back, because when we came back the next day, there was another guy there, and he was complaining about how he had to do all the work by himself. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. And he had a box of games on the table he was going through. And usually when you're going through boxes and putting it through inventory, you want to kind of like put it behind the counter so people won't ask about it. But I asked him if he could look up one of the items in the box, and he did. And then he complained and said he can't do it because it's a European game. So he had to let his boss pretty much look up the price for it. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man. If you have to wait for your boss for everything, I mean, what use are you? So we couldn't end the night with that bad taste in our mouth. So we decided to go to another store. This one was called A Gamer's Paradise. This one was actually pretty cool, and it had something really cool inside. We went in here. I saw a lot of Game Boy games in box, which you guys know I love that stuff. So what was cool about this store is that it's kind of like, it actually has a museum in the back, which I'll talk about in a second here. But what's funny about this store, when I went in there recording with the camera, I saw the owner pull out his camera and start recording us. And I was like, What the heck? It's hella weird when someone like starts recording you when they see you recording, but I thought it was funny. But I don't think he meant any disrespect. He might have been just looking at his phone, but I just thought it was just kind of like the way he looked was kind of like creepy in a way. But anyways, store was nice. Here's the museum part. You can see up here a little bit. What's cool about this stuff is that he actually has the stuff, the games and the boxes with the systems, which is really nice. And over here, lots of like old computers and everything like that. And I didn't go down to the bottom case here to show you guys what was in the case because I totally forgot it. So we ended up leaving that store and heading to one more store for the night. We pretty much felt like we were on a good roll. The last store was pretty cool, and we decided to go to one more store that one of my good friends X is familiar with, and that is Zeo Records. Hopefully I got that right. But we wanted to go check them out. And once again, we have the legendary Elvis Roa in front of us. He is heading into the store, and he was pretty excited to find some stuff as well. So let's take a look. So, of course, I immediately go to the video game section. And what was cool about this over here was that DJ actually found some items for his Patreons, which was nice. So he sent them some stuff. He showed them what the store had, and he ended up sending the stuff they picked out, which is cool. So I, of course, go to the PS3 section to see what they have. And I didn't find what I was looking for, but I did find a couple of previous titles that I already had picked up. But either way, the section looked pretty good. I keep telling people right now now's the time to try to get PS3 games. I looked at the PS2 section. They had somewhat been cleaned out a little bit. You can see those empty sections there. But still, they had a pretty good selection of common games, I would say. They even had their accessories of controllers here, as you're seeing here. Lots of different stuff. I actually should have hit my boy Kobe up because he likes controllers and stuff like that and see if he needed any of these. I totally forgot it. But looking around at their game section, I would definitely say it's worth coming here to check out some games you might want for your collection. Here are more of the classic games. We got Chess Master. A lot of people don't know that that's Old Man Pine from the Back to the Future movies. Those are my favorite movies, by the way. Well, at least the first one is. Had to take another look at the PS3 selection again, just in case I missed anything. But I really wanted to look through their PS4 stuff to see what they had there. It's kind of like lumped together, and they had a lot of titles that were like more the same, I guess. But I don't know. It's kind of cool to see what you can find at these stores. And though their PS4 selection wasn't that great, I mean, still, it's worth looking at. So next day, woke up pretty late, and I think about maybe like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, we actually went out hunting again, going to look at the last few stores for the trip. Pretty excited, and you're going to see one familiar one as well. So here's a look at Retro City Games' second store. DJ actually found a rare game here, and I hope he picks it up. I'm not going to say what the game here is until he actually picks it up, possibly, but maybe he'll talk about it in the comments here. But anyways, Retro City Games, another awesome-looking store. And here is a familiar-looking store for my Seattle peeps, Fry's Electronics. Our Fry's is pretty much closing down, and it feels like the one in Las Vegas is too. This is their video game section. This is all the Switch games they have, and they cost a little bit extra. You know, $63.99. All right, empty shelf. 3DS stuff right here. Smash Bros. Some accessories, controllers. I think those controllers are amiibos. And more accessories here. Controllers. It just really looks pretty bare bones, you know. The Switch has so many games out for it, and just to see that section over there, that selection of games just look really bad. You can see more empty shelves here, PC games over there in the corner there, and lots of like clone type systems. Let's see. Oh, there's the Neo Geo Arcade stick. That's something I'm looking into getting, but only when it becomes extremely cheap. The Neo Geo Mini, which actually has kind of grown on me a little bit. I know I talked about in the video with Marcus that I didn't really care for it, but it's kind of growing on me. It's actually kind of cool. Just don't play it on the main console itself as a regular controller. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to do that. But anyways, this is all the selection they had in the store, and it's really sad. And you know when you would leave Fry's Electronics, how you would like go in the aisle and all that candy would be there? I was hoping for the same thing here because I actually was going to pick some up, but no. There was no candy in sight. All they had was chips. You know, like when I talk about candy, I mean like all those gummy bears and sour candies and all that good stuff they used to have. But all that stuff is gone and replaced with masks and other things. So Yeah, that was kind of a letdown to me. But hey, at least you got chips and all that good stuff if you want to have some chips, I guess. But anyways, for the most part, that concludes my trip to Vegas. When it comes to game hunting, had a really good time. Got to hang with some good friends, and just it was just pretty chill, which is something I needed. So definitely, hopefully you guys like this video. Right now, I'm going to go into the part where I show my pickups. I didn't think I was going to do it before, but I don't want to do a separate video with it, so I just want to kind of throw it all in one. So I know this is a longer video, but hey, if you guys want to see some pickups, this is where to see them at. So let's take a look. Wait, we got to pull back 1 second. I forgot one story I had to tell you guys. We actually went to another We Play Games store, and this store was a lot better. But when I went to the store, I found something I was interested in, and I asked if the clerk, if that was the new price on it or whatever like that. So he said, oh, yeah, let me go look it up. And he came back and says, oh, no, this thing is going for more. So we're going to raise the price. I couldn't believe it. So, I was interested in it, but they raised the price right in front of me, which I couldn't believe. And I was like, man, that's horrible. And then dude looked at me and said, hey, that's what I get paid for. Usually I would think they would have offered me the going price that it was listed for, but they immediately just raised the price of the game up, so that just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that type of stuff. Raising the prices on customers is cool or not. Ugh. And next up we have Shooter Space Shot. I don't know if this was the same name for the Japanese version. It's a very dumb name for a shoot 'em up game, but I guess like whoever developed this game or published this game in America just didn't care. They were trying to put out budget titles and hopefully hoping that people would pick it up. But this one goes above a budget title. I'll say this is actually a really good shooter. It kind of reminds me of Eyehander, but a lot more forgiving than Eyehander. Eyehander, I played that game, dude. I was like, oh my god, dude. I did not like it when I was a kid, but when I got older, when I played it like actually about a year ago, I kind of realized how you have to play that game. You actually have to use the right weapons for certain areas. But anyways, going back to this game, definitely a title I think people should pick up. It goes for less than $10, and like I said, if you like the footage you're seeing here, you will definitely like this game. So, Shooter Space Shot, don't pass up on it. Next up is Kennen Edit. Weird name, but this is actually the European copy of Bully. I saw this at the store for $5, and I said, man, I like the Bully so much, man. I'm hoping for a sequel someday. But I had to go ahead and just pick it up, man. I have a PAL system to play it on, and I don't know. I just saw that game for cheap, and I just wanted to pick it up. So this was just kind of like, I would say, it was just kind of an impulse buy. I didn't need the game, but still seeing the PAL version of it, maybe there's some differences in the game or something like that weren't in the American one. I'm not sure, but I just kind of wanted to check it out for myself to see. So if you haven't played the Bully game, it's pretty much a free roam sandbox game by Rockstar where you play as a kid going to a school while his parents are on vacation and going through all kind of mischief during his stay. It's kind of like a kid version of Grand Theft Auto in a way. So here is the City of Lost Children, sealed for now. This game actually came out for the PS1 and it's based off the movie of the same name. If you haven't seen the movie, definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. Has some crazy stuff going on in it. And so basically the game pretty much is about these children who have lost their dreams. Their dreams are being stolen. And you're trying to figure out what's going on. And the game pretty much plays like a Resident Evil type when it comes to camera angles and stuff like that and picking up items. But one thing with this game is that the detection to pick up stuff is kind of off. So you have to really kind of search hard to find certain items you need to move on to the next part of the game. But either way, it's still interesting. It's a very short game, especially if you know what to do. So if you see this on the PC, you might want to pick it up. If you see it on PlayStation for a good price, definitely pick it up there as well. So next up we have Bobble featuring Rainbow Islands. You guys know me. I'm going straight for Rainbow Islands. That is my favorite out of the Bobble series. And the Bobble Enhanced, I pretty much believe that's like more of a, when they say enhanced, it's like a newer graphic for the backgrounds and stuff like that. I didn't really notice any other changes in the game right away, at least. But maybe some of you guys can let me know what's going on with it. You never saw this game that much back in the day, and I remember it was really expensive back when it came out. And it was just maybe not just expensive, but it was just like really obscure to find. I would say, older games like this didn't really get a lot of attention on the PS1 because they were pretty much trying to push the 3D and everything like that. So something like this would have got lost in the mix. But if you find this game out there, this copy only cost $20. So I thought it was pretty much worth it. And you guys know me, I love the Rainbow Island series, so it was a must-have for me. So definitely check this one out. So here is Rainbow Islands Evolution, exclusive to the PSP. I do like this game, and for $8, why not, right? The only thing is that the music is not as catchy as the original Rainbow Islands games. It just feels like it's a bit off, I would say. One thing about these games is you want to have that catchy music to kind of get you through the levels and everything, like to help you out. But this game just has its own flavor. Maybe in the later levels it'll add better music. I'm not really sure, but as of right now, I just kind of felt like it was meh. But the gameplay was fine, and it was nice to go back into the Rainbow Islands world. But still, man, that music is just not really. It's not popping. But hey, I don't know. It is Rainbow Islands, so I gave it points for that. But the music, man, I keep going in about the music, man. It's just, ugh. Stursky and Hutch I bought because it was $10 sealed, and I said, I'll give it a chance. And it's pretty much car chases. You chase the car to a destination or try to catch it at a certain destination, and the mission's complete. Pretty much the same thing over in every level from what I've seen. And the only rewarding part is that you get a cinematic at the end of the level, like a little nice art piece or a couple cinematics to kind of let you know your next target, which is probably the best part about this game, maybe. But let me know what you guys think. Here's Ocean Commander. This is a shoot 'em up game, pretty simplistic. It should have just came out for mobile phones. Not really something that's super great, but it still is kind of unique in a way. If you ever find the PS2 version of this game, that goes for money. I would say this game it's not very good, but a shooter is a shooter for me, so I picked it up. Here we have Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Now, yes, I do have this game on the PS3, but I saw the 360 one for a good price. And I don't know if this is backwards compatible on the Xbox One, but eventually down the line, I figured this game will be playable, hopefully on the Xbox Series X, and people will still be playing online or whatnot. But anyways, it's more into the lore of the Resident Evil saga. This game takes place between Resident Evil 2 and 3, and you can play as the Umbrella Soldiers or the Spec Ops team, which you're seeing here in the footage right now. And I thought these games were really a lot of fun, especially when you got to play with a lot of people online. You got to do some co-op missions together. But this game got a bad rap, and I don't think it deserves it. So Operation Raccoon City, definitely a good game to check out. Here's Spy Hunter Part 1 and 2. I decided to pick these up because Jason did a video on them, and he seemed like he liked the game, so I said maybe y'all like them as well. This footage you're seeing is from Part 2. Also, I believe there's a third game with The Rock on the cover. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there's one with The Rock out there. I need to do some research on it. I can't remember. Maybe it's for the PS3 system. I'm not really sure. But it seems like a good action-oriented game. Seems like it's something easy to get into and out of. Has a lot of cool stunts, shooting a lot of enemies and all that good stuff. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of Spy Hunter. Hopefully I didn't waste my couple bucks to pick up a copy. Finally got God of War from my buddy Elvis. He really wanted me to play this game, and I kind of regret not having played it yet. I just felt like I just hadn't played the other God of Wars. Really, I mostly had watched them, so this one was going to be like the same. But this one seems really story oriented, and I think I'm going to still enjoy playing this game, even though I see a lot of it played. So let me know what you guys think of God of War, or I already know what you guys think. I know you guys think this game is awesome, and I think it's awesome too. So I will be having a good time with this one. My buddy Joe has been wanting me to get this game ever since it came out, and luckily Elvis came to the rescue on that. Red Dead Redemption Part 2. I started off playing this a couple nights ago, man. I was like, oh my God, I was still blown away. I love Rockstar games. I love how they set things out. I like the story so far, how you're with the gang and you're trying to survive. and it's just, oh man, I was scared to play this game because I would be so involved with it pretty much. You know, once I pick it up, I won't be able to put it down. I want to get everything, and sometimes I fear that stuff with a lot of stuff going on in my life. But hey, I deserve a break and I deserve to have a good time, so I will be playing this for a while. Here's Cars on the PSP. I've actually never seen the movies, but I heard good things about them. And actually, looking at this, I was actually like, I thought this was pretty cool, the driving and everything like that. It seemed pretty smooth, and just like it would be a lot of fun. So, not much else to say about it. I actually have another one we're gonna look at here in a bit. So, yeah, Cars for the PSP. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Here is Fate Unlimited Codes. I actually had this game years ago on the PSP. It's actually one of my first downloadable games on that system. And of course, they took it off the market. That PSP, I forgot what happened to it, so I lost the game. It's actually actually downloaded it on my friend's account, so he actually has access to the game. But by the time I wanted to put it on my account, it was already gone. But I found out it had a physical copy for it, so DJ hooked me up with that. He knows I like the series, and actually the Netflix series. There's a Netflix series. Well, there's a couple of them, so I don't know which one to talk about. But this one's off of the first series of games, anime, I believe, and plays like a pretty cool fighting game. But you got your super moves and combos and all that good stuff. So if you like the Fate series and you like fighting games, this would be probably something you might want to check out. But if not, just stick to watching the anime. There's nothing wrong with that because they're actually pretty entertaining. I would say watch the Stay Night series. That one was my favorite one. Here is Daymare Black Edition. This was a GameStop exclusive here in America, and all my GameStops, none of them had it. You know, which was insane. So, my buddy Elvis to the rescue again. He found a copy in New York on the cheap, and he hooked me up. So he knows I love that collective survival horror game. So this game actually has the voice actor who passed away that played Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 2. So I'm interested to see his role in the game as it was one of his final roles. But Daymare for the PS4 physical edition. Pick this one up if you like survival horror games.
It's got cool voice acting.
Now here is Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. What I liked about this game right away is that they took inspiration from the original unreleased Rayman 2, is where you could jump in the backgrounds pretty much. I thought that was really cool. A lot of people don't know that the 3D Rayman Part 2 wasn't the final game. They had a version of it before that, which was Rayman 2, which was 2D just like the first game. I don't know why they changed it up, but I guess in the long run it was good that they changed it up. You know, it was something fresh, 3D type game. 3D platformers were really popular at the time. Yeah, not really much else to say about it. I mean, if you like 2D platformers, you'll definitely like Rayman. I'm happy the series is still going strong. And yeah, that's all I have to really say about it. Rayman Legends on the Switch. Check this one out. Here's Cars 3 for the Switch. More driving. It looks pretty fun. Like I said, I don't really know much about it, so you guys are going to have to let me know what you think about it. And also, let me know what you guys think of the movies. You know, obviously they made 3 of them that I've seen so far, like that I know of. I don't know if they made more after that. But you guys let me know if you think the movies are worth watching, or what do you guys think about the games that they're worth like keeping and playing. So, Cars 3 on the Switch. Yeah. So after 2 years of borrowing this from my friend Joe, I finally got my own copy of Dead by Daylight. Thanks to Elvis again. He was looking out for me. It's kind of funny that I brought this from Joe, but he wasn't playing it, man. I'm playing the hell out of this game. I maxed out almost all the characters pretty much. So I love playing this game with my friends. And the definitive edition, well, it's not definitive because they keep updating this game, so there's no definitive edition, but they have more add-on content that's actually on the disc, which is nice. The Stranger Things levels were actually the ones included on it as up to date. But Dead by Daylight, I talked about it on my channel before. It's basically survival horror online. 5 people, 1 plays as a killer, 4 other people play as the survivors, and you're trying to escape the killer, which is very scary and fun at the same time. Very addicting game, but just don't get the Switch copy. That's terrible. I picked up season 1 of The Outer Limits for $2. And you know, I loved this show back in the day. I still do love it. They're actually all available on Amazon Prime as of this video. But one of the episodes I remember the most is the one where the guy kept evolving, like his body just kept evolving. Like he had like he couldn't see behind him, so these I believe these nanobites inside of him wanted to give him like sight behind his head, and he grew eyes behind his head. It was so gross and nasty looking. But yeah, the Outer Limits is like pretty much like the Tales from the Crypt. So check this one out if you haven't seen it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. I know it was a bit longer, but I had to get a lot of stuff in there, and I'm happy I did. So, anyways, guys, I will be back on schedule next week, Radical Reggie, and I will see you guys later.